Well, hello again, YouTube. Everybody here, thank you very much for watching another episode of battling with brakes on TVR, and today potentially a couple of brake lines on the MG as well. So since the last time, not a lot's happened really. Obviously, it's kind of Christmas is coming up, so been busy doing Christmas shopping and the other usual kind of malarkey and stuff. So, but we've got some good news. Just flick it. Tyres gone. School said, yes, please, we would love some more tyres for the kids to roll around down the hills and stuff in. Happy days. Wets gone. Marvellous. So there's a guy actually drove all the way from Portsmouth last weekend to pick them up. So hopefully he's happy with them. Still got these ones. So there's 5 of these because I found another one just kind of tucked down there. That's pretty much brand new as well. So they're advertised now. Old TVR rear brakes sold to Matt Smith, who's those in the TVR circles will know him as being a very, very good TVR mechanic. So happy days, kind of looking good. So today, what I'm going to do, if we stick the light on, I'm going to put the master cylinders, which are there. We're going to get the master cylinders back in there, but I'm going to mount them differently because how my dad done it when he first built the car years ago. I think he built everything up off when the pedals were out of the car. So consequently, it would have been nice and easy. But for me, trying to do it in the car after 14, 15 year of kind of road muck and God knows what else and everything is kind of seized was a bit of a bugger, to say the least. So I'm going to put them in slightly differently. Hopefully I've got the right bolts in the garage, in my little trays there. So yeah, so we're going to get them sorted, get them bolted back in. The brake lines for the rears that I ordered from Hell Performance have been lost in the post. So thank you very much to Royal Mail for losing them. So they're in the process, I believe, of making some replacements for me, and I'm just waiting for them. So fingers crossed. It's a week before Christmas when I'm doing this video, when I'm recording it. So fingers crossed they'll arrive before Christmas and we can kind of get them on, because ideally what I was wanting to do today was be blading the brakes. You know, it's going to be kind of leaving the gravity feed for a little while first, but I can do that. Well, it'll have to be done another time, but basically with a TVR, once the brakes are done, bar a set of front pads and a spanner check and a setup, she's basically race ready, which is kind of where I want this one to be, so that we can then focus on this one behind me here. So that's still the plan, get this one sorted. But then what I'm going to do once we've got them done, which hopefully will only take us sort of like an hour or so, if we've got time, because time's against, is obviously now all the subframe and everything is nicely back in. I'm going to concentrate on the brake lines. So I've got the brake flexes here, but obviously you can see the copper lines there aren't attached to anything. So we're going to get them nicely cut down, get the ends flared, and possibly on, even if it's just on this side, get them in. I'll get the exhaust manifold bolted back up today as well, so that that's back on and ready to go. Obviously the anti-roll bar isn't in the right place, but it's just a case of knocking the trackward end off, get that sorted. But yeah, so you know, get the TV focuses on obviously the TVR on this one, and then we're ready after today to focus on Mr. MG again and get this one ready, because it's getting ridiculous now. Let's say it's a week before Christmas, and I was hoping that by Christmas this one would be ready to hit the floor and able to start up, pushing the starter button rather than jumping off the starter itself. And yeah, not happening. But you know, such is life. One of them things, isn't it? And I keep getting told that I need to say this more often. So please, people, like, subscribe, share, and I can't find the pen. I need to do that spelling mistake for that. But like, subscribe, share if you're enjoying our videos. If there's anything else you'd like to see me doing, or if I'm not doing too much of something or not enough of something, just obviously drop us a comment and let me know, and we'll try and incorporate it. But yeah, so without further ado, let's leave this one alone for a moment.
and see if we can get this one finished.
Well, one down, one to go. So that's the front master cylinder in. So the pipes, to be fair, that could probably do with being a little bit shorter, but I just don't really want to touch that at the moment. I think it used to kick off that way before, but might have to make that a bit short, you know, and a bit more direct. But yeah, so that's the front master cylinder back in. So what I've had to do, I was trying to bolt them because the bracket here is threaded, hence why that's sat in there. But you can't, if I just kind of put the phone over the top there, you can't get the stud in because it's too close to the top of the master cylinder. So the top one, I now understand why they've been done this way around, but what I've done is the bottom one, we've just bolted, and you just see, just see this thread sticking through there, so I've bolted it from the back on the bottom one into the threaded bit. That should be fine. Worst case, I can just take that out later and put a longer bolt with a nut on, but it's a normal hex head bolt into the threaded part, which shouldn't go anywhere. It's on a spring washer, so it's like on a lock washer. And then this one, it's obviously on the lock washer on its side, and then a nylock on the back, so it kind of keeps everything in check. Shouldn't go anywhere, but that's not going anywhere. Brake pipe is in up with the T-piece there, because on this one we've got the T-piece. Don't know if I've said this before, so one T-piece runs back. It probably could be teed off a lot lower, to be fair, which, yes, it really could be. I might kind of have to redo all these brake pipes while it's empty. But what we've got is, I've got this gauge here, so I can see what the bias is front to rear. But a couple of years ago, they used to come out, the original mounters up here, these holes in the bulkhead here, that's the original ones. But a few years ago, I moved them all down to the bottom so that they can run across the chassis much nicer, put sort of bulkhead fittings in here. So yeah, so what we did was just kind of ran them. I just obviously used the original ones and just kind of put new fittings up and kind of drop them down. But I'm thinking now, because how have I got that? One brake. Oh, so the front one has got, because it splits off left and right, and then the rear one is fine because I've still got the rear one up here. So the rear one would be okay. The front one is the one that would really need doing again, to be fair. So what I might do actually is do that now. Just redo that T-piece, make some nice new pipes so that you have it coming off here, kind of straight into the two pipes there behind the, you know, kind of run one, run two. Probably go underneath the master cylinder here and into them, and then you have the other one coming into there. That will probably be a much nicer and neater way to do it, to be fair, wouldn't it, on the front? So while we're this far down, it's going to tidy all that up massively and make everything a bit neater. So yeah, I do think that I'm going to do that now, actually. I probably should have looked at that beforehand, but you know, such is life. You kind of see things as we go, don't we? But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do now. So rather than having it coming down and back up so high when it doesn't need to go back up so high, I think I'm going to do that. And then because the gauge is fairly easy to bleed off on the back, you just obviously just kind of loosen the fitting that goes into there off. Actually, it's got a bleed nipple on the top, actually, so just, I don't know if you can see there, it's got bleed nipples on the top of for the back of the gauge, so you can bleed it off through the gauge as well. So yeah, I think while we're on, it's going to make much more sense to do that, I think. Just run those front pipes a lot neater, while the pedal's kind of out the way and everything. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that, definitely.
Well, another day, another dollar, as you say, but work's a little bit quiet. So we have another day at the car, get these brakes finished, and hurrah! The replacement lines have arrived from, that torch off camera. The replacement lines have arrived from, can you see it there, zoom in? Oh, hell, anyway. Hell performance, there we go. So we can get the back brakes all plumbed in properly now. So I've got that, there's that, the sensor, so can go back on the car, happy days, get them sorted, then that's the back brakes, and then the rest of today is going to be making some new pipe work up for back down there, which I know obviously it's a couple of days have passed for me, but it's about 2 seconds for you. But yeah, so first the thing I'm going to do today is get these brake lines back onto the back of the car, so that I know that the back of the car is sorted. Everything else is fine with that, so get them done, and then go back to making some new brake pipes for there, and then fingers crossed by the end of the day, everything crossed, by the end of the day, this one is race ready, but a spanner check and a setup for 2024 season. Let's get cracking. Well, that's the rears on, stick the light on, so flex is in, T-piece for the brake light switch, you can just see it there, back in, that's the one that comes from the front, and that takes off to go to the other side, but both sides is in. So back brakes, officially complete, woohoo. So needs a damn good tidy in there, like, doesn't it, when I have to get the jet washing, I think, when it's all sorted. But anyway, yeah, so happy days. So we'll chuck the back wheel back on now, drop it back down, and then I've found a bit of brake pipe, so we're going to make some new pipes. Got a little brake pipe down there, so now we'll make some brake pipes for the front around the pedal box area. But yeah, so there's plenty of flex that has kind of turned on there. It's ideally would have been a M10mm swivel into there, but yeah, what can you do? But there's still plenty of flex there, to be alright. So it's so yeah, happy days, happy with them. So just as a quick update there, people, so pedal master cylinders are now in. So I've done it slightly different. We've got the Allen bolts from this end, because you physically can't get them at the back, but it's the bracket here that's threaded, obviously not the master cylinders. So on the bottom we've gone from the other side, which I just need to stick a nut on just to stop them shaking loose, but it's got a lock washer on the master cylinder side, just a normal hex bolt on there. We've redone the rear brake pipe up to there, the new one out the back of the master cylinder into the T-piece as a new pipe. Then it's the original pipe that goes into the gauge here and up here, which goes out there to the back of the car. On the front, it's completely new, so the only thing it's kind of the same as the bulkhead adapters, the two front ones there. So we've got them out the back of the master cylinder into the T-piece at the right hand side there, and then the bottom two are going to the bulkhead fittings. I've just got to make the pipe that comes out the top that goes to the gauge, which shouldn't take too long. That's the easiest pipe to make, to be fair, because it's just kind of long and straight. So it's the other ones have been a bit of a nightmare, but we've got there. So just so that there's nothing touching any clutch pipes and they're not touching each other, nothing's you know, we've got kind of clearance everywhere. So yeah, so then you look there, they look close, but you know, nice and clear with everything. So happy days, that's what we want. So yeah, all I'm going to do now is make that other pipe that goes up to there, stick the reservoir caps on with those, and then what it'll be a case of doing is filling the reservoirs up and let it gravity bleed for a couple of hours. I hope to just get through the master cylinders into the lines and stuff, and then the only thing left to do after that will be to actually bleed the brakes. But yeah, it's happy to say that the brakes are almost done, which means this one, bar a damn good clean and a spanner check in a quick setup, will be race ready for the 24 season, and before Christmas. Should be ready before Christmas, which is kind of unheard of for me, but there's method in the madness, because it means I can focus my attention on this one. So yeah, get the TVR ready today, and then I think it'll probably be after Christmas now when I get back on it. But you know, Christmas, at the time of videoing this, it's the Monday before Christmas, So exactly a week till Christmas. I don't think I'll have a chance to get anything done next weekend because of Christmas. but yeah, so this one I'm pleased to say is nearly done, but we're just gonna, let's say, make that pipe. I'll put it down here so that you can see. So clamp the pipe, I don't know if you can see there, so just clamp the pipe through. These ones have the ideal because they've got a little notch on there, so for 3/16 pipe it's just that gap there. Then you just stick that into there, wind that off. Hang on, got it slightly too far forward. That's it. And then it really is just a case of winding it until you feel the big resistance. Obviously it has got resistance all the way. There we go. And then knock it off. Come on. And then voila, one nice mill brake end. So that can go into either end with this one, to be fair. So it's a case of now, I'll probably stick this in the 3-piece, work out kind of up the car how much we need, cut to suit, and then yeah. So I'll just pause it now while we just work the length out, and then come back when I've got a cut. So I've had a quick measure, quick estimation measure, so we'll cover it about there. So on that little bend. Ideal little tools these as well, mate. Just all you do is you just keep tightening that up every rotation, and it just gradually works its way through the pipe. Take 2 brake pipe with the show you with the correct end this time fitted for the gauge, because it's the old UNF stuff. So hopefully this time it'll go in. Well, a couple of hours later, but look at that, all done, all back together. Pedals is pretty much bang on, just need to maybe have a bit of fine tuning once we get some fluid in. Haven't got enough fluid to stick it all in today. I haven't got enough of the same type, and I don't really want to kind of cross types. It's all .4, but you know, so it's I'll get some fluid in the next day or two, and but yeah, happy days. I'm pleased with that. It's much neater behind the pedals there now when you look, so it's especially on the front brakes there, that's a much neater setup. So it's all in, all done. The clutch is nice and neat. The rear, because it's still up here the way it comes out, it'll probably be a bit of a bastard to bleed, but it's if it had been on the bottom as well, I would have repiped that, but we haven't bothered. We just kind of put the one new pipe in for the masters from the master cylinder at the T-piece there, but left the rest as is. But yeah, so basically just I ain't pressing the brake pedal until such time. I've just kind of made sure that it's you know, both, if you look at that, both the master cylinders are moving at the same time, just on a little push there. But yeah, I'll get some brake fluid, get that dropped in it, and get the brake fluid bled off over the next couple of days or something. But that means at least one of them is race ready for 2024, bar a damn good clean, a setup, and titivation as I come across it, but, shall we say. But it's ready to go. That's that's a nice bit. I don't think I've ever been race ready this early before, but you know, first time for everything. So TVR 95, she's ready to go. Happy days. What does that mean that comes next? This one. So I'm going to now focus on once the brakes is blade, which I won't bother doing a video about. It's kind of bleeding brakes in it. It's not a lot of science. But we'll get on with this one next. So it's become a table a little bit, as you can see. But yeah, so get the exhaust manifold back on. I've got the half nuts now to rattle on down the bottom there for the cross member, and yeah, over Christmas, obviously, certainly by the new year, we'll start getting on with this one again. So finish the brake pipes, you know, just kind of put the brake ends on there and get the brake pipes all done so that the brakes is done properly, get a few bits of other things sorted, and yeah, hopefully by Easter it's kind of, dare I say it, there or thereabouts. I would like to have this one ready so that it's we can do a track day, a race day, and then probably stick for sale down the side of it. But looks like there's a lot to do, but you know what, when I get into it, it probably get it done quite quick, hopefully, he says, touching the wood. But yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys. I'm going to put a start in this light. I think it's going to go on and off. Don't know what the hell that was. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you well, thanks for sticking by us. Hopefully we'll gain another couple of subscribers and clearly, you know, hit the magic 100. It doesn't sound a lot, but milestone, isn't it? But please please subscribe. I know I've said before, we kind of just little garage doing it ourselves, me and the little one, but you know, we're enjoying it, and it makes a big difference to hopefully see that you guys are enjoying it as well. But if there's anything that you'd like me to kind of do, as I said before, drop a comment and let me know. We'll try and incorporate it if there's things I'm not going over, or there's things you'd like to see more of or less of, or whatever. But yeah, so this will probably be the last video before Christmas. So happy Christmas, guys. Hope the big man in red's kind to you as well, and see you in the next one. Cheers, all the best, guys. Thank you.